What's up, guys? So I get a lot of questions on my stream and in my YouTube comments that are like, what does this term mean that you said? What does okie mean? What does option select mean? What does fuzzy mean? I get these questions a lot, and I've made some videos kind of going through some of the most commonly confused phrases and explaining them, but now there is a very exciting new website, the fighting game Glossary. This was made by a person named Infilament. It's at glossary.infil.net, and this is an extremely useful tool. They have like everything you would want to know in terms of fighting game terminology in here. My favorite part is, first of all, it's broken up by game. So if you want to see all the terms just for one specific game, like only the Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Fighter stuff, you can see that. But also you can hit the question mark, which just puts everything in like a random order, and it's really fun to just scroll through and see all these terms. But there's a lot of amazing stuff going on here. For one thing, there are videos for a lot of these, and these videos are really, really excellent. So here's the one for Try Jump. I really like this, and then there's like a little explainer of what's actually happening in the video. But then the best part of the Try Jump, here we go, the ultimate Try Jump, Piccolo, let's go. So the videos are really good. It's even got like colloquial stuff, like something people are talking about a lot right now in Guilty Gear Strive is the concept of a gorilla character, a character who wants to get in your face and start swinging wildly. And I was like, wait a minute, is Unga Bunga in here? But don't worry, they got you covered, guys. Gorilla, also known as Unga Bunga, just in case you're confused about that. Here's one I really liked, which is pretzel motion. I feel like this is a commonly confused one. A lot of people use pretzel motion to just mean any complicated stick motion, but we all know, if we look at the image here, this is the classic pretzel motion. The geese raging storm. I mean, it looks like a pretzel, right, guys? This is clearly and obviously a pretzel. It looks delicious. Another thing I like is that they have these Japanese translations. I believe these were done by Hi Fight, who is a pretty prolific fighting game Twitter user. You should definitely check him out as well. I love how in Japanese they don't call it pretzel motion. They just call it the Raging Storm command. But, you know, in English we have this much more descriptive term that will definitely confuse more people. Okizeme has got to be like the #1 thing that I get questions about. People are like, what does Okizeme mean? Literally, it means wake up offense, pressuring the opponent while they're waking up. Also known as Oki, by the way, often shortened to Oki. I just feel like these do such a great job of explaining these terms, and like pretty much all these videos are made specifically for the site. They didn't like go farm videos off YouTube. These are like original content that are really, really descriptive. I love this one, the commentator's curse. I'm a little familiar with this myself. When you say things like, oh, he's for sure dead, there's no way she loses this match. Happens to the best of us, guys. This is one I like too, the 09er. Hits a little close to home. Being an 09er myself, someone who started playing fighting games in 2009 with the release of Street Fighter 4. But now let's get to the ultimate cursed fighting game term, fuzzy. Fuzzy is the worst because nobody uses it consistently the same way. So like the original meaning of fuzzy or fuzzy guard was to do stick movements while you're blocking to cover multiple mix-ups so that you don't get mixed up. It was really common in games like Virtua Fighter. But now people are talking about fuzzy attacks, which they have it in here. Fuzzy attack is when you hit a standing character low when they're forced to stand. You can see that he can crouch under this instant overhead, but if you make him block standing first, it's guaranteed to hit. So this is just so nice, because when people say it, you're like, what in the world does that mean? But fuzzy, you know, people use it for like everything now. I think people use fuzzy kind of as a synonym for option select. So I really like this option select video. It shows you some common ones. Back when we played Street Fighter 4, the anti-backdash option select was like the name of the game. You can see he does the same input on both sides, but depending on whether Rose backdashes or not, it covers both options. That was so common in SF4. These descriptions are so good too. Like, just in case you don't understand what's happening in the video, it actually explains what the video means. So super awesome there. But yeah, like honestly, we had a lot of fun on my stream just hitting random and scrolling through and looking for some of the fun terms you don't hear that often anymore. Pokemon style, I love this. Like if it's a 3v3 tournament, the first two players play and then the loser stays on and the next character comes in. It's like how when a Pokemon faints, you send in your next one. Versus like if it's A versus A and then B versus B and then C versus C. See, Waseda style is the other one. And you can also like fall down like the Wikipedia rabbit hole where you like click on a term and then you click on something that's linked from that term and then you keep going. It's so good, dude. This is such a good website. I hope it doesn't seem like I'm just like plugging this thing. Of course, I have no financial incentive here. I just think that it's a fantastic tool, and for all my viewers, I know we have a range of experience levels, some people who are just starting out, some people who have been playing for a long time, but I think whatever situation you're in, this website is super, super useful. So once again, that is glossary.infil.net. If you guys find it useful, I highly endorse donating. This man put a lot of unpaid labor into this site, so it would be really nice if you could help support it if you find it useful. And yeah, that's going to be it for the video. I just wanted to give you guys a nice tip there so that you can stop asking me in the Twitch chat, hey, what does Oki mean? What does 50/50 mean? Now you can just look it up. And I even have a bot now on my Twitch chat. If you do ! glossary and then the word, it'll link you to the definition of the word. So that's handy as well. And with that, we're going to end the video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I got more Guilty Gear Strive content coming, so stay tuned for that. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.